Welcome to Bled, to our conference. We organize it in partnership with Bloomberg Adria. It is our first joint conference, and looking to the fact that the goal of our common efforts was to bring you to Bled, to learn from the ones who did it, we can claim to have been successful.
Future challenges require the best possible competence in terms of the business leadership. We have an extreme privilege of having here in Slovenia the institution which is creating new knowledge on the global scale of its importance. So we can actually source it from Bled instead of going wherever to the big European or global centers, which is a special privilege and competitive advantage as well, and has an immense potential as well as multiplicative effect on the Slovenian economy as well as on the economy of the region.
So I think it's very important to educate governmental and public sector people a bit separately from business people, because challenges are different. But there is a lot of common ground as well. That's why what I want to see is that we have multidisciplinary talents on both sides of the angle. And secondly, I think it's very important that those who are coming to the public sector as managers, they understand the role of market economy, how markets work. Because otherwise there is a risk that the governmental sector is lagging behind in efficiency and productivity. It's important that business people understand how politics works, but it's also important that public sector people understand how market works.
I believe that educational institutions are going to be absolutely fundamental to developing the kind of leader and the kind of participant and citizen that we need in the world. We have just been talking a lot about employees. Losing the courage to be at work and being demotivated. Employees are citizens, citizens are employees. We see the radicalization everywhere. We see people losing hope. I think academic institutions are reacting to this reality. They were very much impacted by COVID. By teaching young people, we were very much watching them as canaries in the coal mine. We understand that they have been impacted, and we understand that they need to be taught differently. Schools like the one that we are here are going to be adding more of the compassionate aspect of management to make sure that managers can help transition from fear into hope. To do that, you need to provide comfort. I think they're also going to be looking into areas like neuroscience and the arts, learning from different disciplines about how the brain works, how the heart works, and how you have the courage to make a difference.
Our school was from all the beginning focused on Slovenia and on Eastern Central Europe, because I saw that we don't have management here, that we don't have professional management. And this was my mission, I would say. From all the beginning, I wanted to develop management and leadership in Slovenia, but then also to influence and to have an impact on other countries around. Because I am feeling that I'm from this part of the world, strongly feeling, and I also created some years later. Our school is 37 years old, but then 30 years ago, I developed CEMAN, Central and East European Management Development Association. And through this association, I made a school for educating leaders, school for educating professors of management. So we developed more than 700 professors of management, because they are then multiplying effects having. So that's why today is this CEMAN not anymore only responsible for Central and Eastern Europe, but for other rising economies. Because I always feel that if we didn't have before management, we pretty late came to that. Western Europe had management schools in 45, after the Second War. United States after the First World War. But we started only in the 90s. So if you are, or 86 was our school started to be developed. So if you are a latecomer, that does not mean that you are stupid or that you are not educated person. but you didn't have these professional skills and knowledge. And this is what I wanted to add, and that's why I also decided to have school for executive education, you know, for people who are already managers, because they can immediately make changes. You add a little bit of knowledge or a lot of knowledge, but they can change immediately. If you invest in younger generation like universities are doing, then you have to wait many years because they also need some practice before.